So yeah, guys. So we are gonna study. I just created a new file. So conditional and looping. Oh, okay. I'll write conditional statements. So what are conditional statements? Like if else if. It's gonna be very simple. Okay, no, you don't have to like, if you haven't even studied this in the beginning, it's alright. It's very simple. I'll give an example and tell you. I'll give an analogy and I'll explain it. Loop looping. We have for loop, range, and we have while. So these are the three loops. It's simple, guys. I'll tell you what I mean. It's not required, but I mean it's like sir has given, so you just know it once. Not sure. So if I put conditional statements here like this, and if I do something like wait a second. Okay, there you go. Okay, I'll just create one. Wait a second. So what are conditional statements, guys? So if else, for example, I'll give an example. Assume that okay, so your mom, I'll give a basic analogy. Your mom said you that if you get more than 90 percentage in your end some exams, she'll buy you an iPhone. Okay. So see the example. So what's the condition here? So if you get more than 90%, if you don't get more than 90%, then she won't get you. So see the condition. If only if you get more than 90%. That is a condition. If you get more than 90, only then. So how do you do it in programming? So you just add if. Okay, I'll give another example. I'll put my age. You go to bar or some pubs and all, no, they'll ask you for age or something like that. It has to be more than 18. You have to show some ID or something like that. So if age is, I'll put some random age, I'll put 15. And if I'll put a condition, if age is greater than 15, I mean 18, sorry, 18, you are allowed. Okay, wait, print. You are allowed in the pub, allowed inside. Okay, I'll put like this. You are allowed inside. Else, print you are not allowed. Simple. Guys, just check here. So what was the condition here? Condition was age has to be greater than 18. That's the condition. Okay. So age has to be greater than 18. If there's no if your age is lesser than 18, you're not allowed. So if I run this, I have to get answer because my age is 15. I have to get answer as you are not allowed. Let's check. So yeah, I got you are not allowed. What if my age was 19? So if I run this now, oh yeah, you are allowed inside. So if my age is above 18, I'll get allowed. So this is a basic if else condition. Okay, this is very simple. Like the basic analogy I gave you. So that's the thing. Or else even if you type, you'll understand what is happening. Okay, I'll just close this or else it'll be giving on indentations. So I'll give you another. Okay, this is if else. You'll have only two statements. One, if it's right, it'll print this. If this is true, this will get printed. If this is false, this will get printed. Okay, so that's the thing. Now you have this is if else. Okay, we have another called if something else. Okay, so what is if else? So guys, this is for one condition. Okay, what if there are many condition, more than one condition? For example, take an example. I mean, I'll give you an example. Yeah, I'll give you the percentage only what I just said before. Your mom is telling if you get more than 90%, she'll buy you iPhone. If you get more than 80% and less than 90%, like between 80 and 90, if you get, she'll buy you a cycle or something like that. Or yeah, cycle is too. I mean, cycle something like that. So if your marks is greater than 70 and lesser than 80, she'll buy you a school bag. If your marks is greater than 60 and lesser than 70, she might buy you a what is that? She might buy you a purse or something like that. If your marks is lesser than 50, then she'll scold you. Obviously, I mean she won't be happy. Obviously, so that's the thing. So what is the condition here? There are many conditions here. There are a lot of conditions. So how do you put it in if else loop? So first condition will be if. If marks, okay, I'll put first marks, my marks here. I mean, not mine, but I'll just put random marks. Marks is equals to, I'll put 80% for now. 82, I'll put 81, I'll put. I don't want to confuse it because when you put 80, no, I'll tell you why. So if marks is greater than 90, and then guys, do you remember this and I we did it in logical operators? It means that both the condition has to be true or else it's gonna give you a false. So I'm putting a condition here. I'm putting a logical statement here. Both, I'm putting two conditions. Marks has to be greater than 90 and marks has to be lesser than 100. Both has to be right. Only then it'll go to next step. Why I put this? Because if what if you get more 105 or if there is a data leak or something, it's wrong. So that it's just 90, between 90 to 100 I want. So that's all. So that's why I put it. It's not a big rocket science. This just I put there are two conditions here. Marks should be greater than 90 and lesser than 100. Okay, then I'll get this. So congrats, you get a iPhone, something like this. Okay, elif I said you there are more than one conditions. If elif marks greater than 80 but and lesser than, okay, wait, marks lesser than 90, what will you get? What did I tell you get? You get a cycle, something like that. Print congrats, you get a cycle, cycle, cycle. elif, you can put how many hour elif you want. Okay, marks greater than 70 and marks lesser than 80. So what did I tell you? You get a school bag. So if I run this, print, you get a school bag, you get a school bag, but study more, but study hard next time, something like that. Study hard next time, something like this. Okay, else, okay, this is enough. Or else if he doesn't get anything and if he get lesser than 70, then he will get scoldings. How do you get scoldings? Sorry, this should be else. This is the last. Guys, opening will be from if and ending will be from else. So it has to be like else, print, uh uh how, what should I write here? Like scoldings. I just put scoldings. Scoldings. You know that star, beep, 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 all that. Everything you can put whatever you want. Fine. So now if I run this, my marks is 81. So what should I get? So I'll just check. My answer should get congrats, you get a cycle. So I had to get a cycle. If I run this, okay, wait, I'll just comment this out so that it doesn't run again and again. Control save. And if I run this now, see, congrats, you get a cycle. I get a cycle because my marks lies between 81 and lesser than 90. What if I get 20 marks? So what will happen? Yeah, obviously I get scoldings. So that's how it works. Okay. So this is basic if else if statement. Elif, like you use elif when there are many conditions. So basically you open with if and end with else. Something like that. Anything other than this, no, other than anything lesser than 70 and more than 0, no, you will get scoldings. So that's the thing. So I'll give an exercise here. So what's an exercise? Uh for lucky draw, uh wait, let me think first. Guys, so I was actually thinking and I got a message about attendance. So yeah, just write for attendance only. So what is gonna write? Conditions like if your marks, I mean sorry, if your attendance is greater than 75, you are allowed or not allowed, or you are not allowed, or you are not allowed. Something like that. It's just a basic one. I'm not giving this one because this is a bit I know it's a bit too much. I'm just giving this small one, we did if else. This is the simple one. If you get more than 75, you're allowed or else you're not allowed. How do you do that? You do it. I'll solve this in the last minute of it. So guys, conditionals are done. I'll create another one here. So what's now? We are gonna do looping, looping statements. So guys, what is looping statements? So looping statements is like it loops something repeatedly. It if you wanna print something for more than 100 times, how are you gonna do it? I know if you can actually do this like print hello world into 3000. You can do that. That's actually right. That's perfect. But this is not the right way you do it. Okay, this is not the right way you do it. So if I remove this and run it. So what is loops? Okay, look, there are for I'll just go with first one. For loop. For I in range of 0 to 100. Print I. So what I'll get here is from 0 to 100 everything I'll get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 like that. Can you see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Why 99 and not 100? Always I'll tell you in Python the last character will be excluding. So 100 won't be counted. If you want to put 100, then you have to put 101. So now if you run this, see you get it. You get 100. So that what I meant to tell was looping is it helps to print many times. So what is I here? For now you just know that you just use I. Actually this is not like you have to use I. You can use anything you want. It's just like a variable. But for now you just use I because it makes things easy, no? Now if I print here hello world, I have to get it 101 times, 100 times, 100 times, yeah, 100 times. Wait, okay, I have to put the, okay, guys, don't forget this. When many people do this mistake, if you don't put a quote, you will get errors. What error you get? Syntax error. So yeah, just saw how I got. So hello world. So if you wanna, if you wanna wish your friend happy birthday 100 times, how are you gonna do happy birthday? You can actually, if you learn automation and all, no? Actually, there is a module of automation in Python, PyGUI, something is there. With that, you can actually automate. You can message in WhatsApp and all. For how are you gonna do? Happy birthday plus uh I plus times, right? Times. I don't know if plus will work here because it is a string. If I run this, yeah, you get an error. Instead of plus, I can use comma. So yeah, there you go. And I'll put spaces here, or else it's gonna put. Yeah, now if I run this, uh, now if I run this, yeah, see, you will get everything. Happy birthday 0 time, happy birthday 1 time, 2, 3. Like you can impress someone if you like. They'll be very happy. Oh, thank God you printed so many times. They'll be very happy. Like something you can do with this. Okay, programming is gonna help you a lot. So now, so that's why loops are used. Okay, so how much are you can even make this how much are you want. You can make this 10,000 lakh times. You can do how much are you want. Just don't make your system hang. Just keep it limited. Like 10 or 100, how much are you want. So basic looping is like it repeats how much are you write it, it's gonna loop so many times. It go 1 2 3 4, that's looping. Okay. I is nothing but just the index. Okay, basically how for loop works now, I can't explain that because it's a bit too much. It's actually loops are higher level programming language. Loops are used in a high order. So I don't know what sir is doing. Sir is messing up things. He didn't teach function and he directly went to loops. So I'm not expecting you to understand this. It's all right. You just know how things work. So that's for loop. I'll just comment this out because I don't want that hello word so many times. Happy birthday, sorry, not hello. If I run this now, it just goes away. Hey, sorry, I have to comment this also. Or else you're gonna. Okay. So there you go. Hello guys, so I actually something happened. I was just recording and I don't know how that thing got deleted by mistake. So I'm actually doing it again. So while loop while loop. So how are you gonna do a while loop? How are you gonna run while loop? So for that you basically you have to declare a variable first. So I put n is equals to 0. Then while condition, while there should be a condition here always. When lesser than 0. I mean so lesser than 10. How many ever times you want to print that much? 100 or like that. 10. Print n, and after this you should put another condition. It's like n is equals to n plus 1. I know this is a bit confusing, but just know that n is equal to n plus 1. Like I'll tell you why. Now if I run this, I have to get 0 to 9. Another thing is, guys, look, 0 is greater than, is lesser than 10. It's true, right? This condition will print until it's false. So what happens is, this is false. Okay, so now this is true, right? N is, yeah, N is lesser than 10. So it comes here, it prints this. It will print N, then it will goes to next line, and it will print N is equals to N plus 1. So N is 0. So 0 plus 1 is 1. So N will become 1. Now again it will go top. It will say 1 is greater than, I mean 1 is lesser than 10. It's true. It will come like this. It'll loop like this. It'll loop like, like it'll loop until it goes false. So until it becomes 10, as it becomes 10, N becomes 10, it'll be running. So that's how while loop is used. I know this is a bit I mean it's a bit confusing. I don't know, for some reason whatever I'm recording, it's getting deleted. I don't know if it's for record, I mean space, storage space or something. I'll just check once. If I go to my PC, no, it is actually the 195 GB still there. I don't know why it's happening that way. Fine, I'll just check it out. Why? Okay, guys, that's how. I know it's a bit complicated, but you don't have to, worry about all this. It's like it's easy. I mean, it's you don't have to know this because I don't think this is gonna come in exam. But if it come, don't take your choices. I mean, don't take, don't do betting. If you do, it's all right because it's not so important topic, and I'm not sure sir is gonna give this, so it's not required. So don't worry. Just know that there's something called while loop and how it works. So that's all, guys. Python is done. So I had given this exercise. So what is this? I'll just put my attendance first. So read the question. If your attendance is greater than 35%, you are allowed or you are not allowed. So I'll put attendance is my attendance is equals to attendance is equals to how much? 65. My actual attendance is 65. Now if I print, okay, not print. So if attendance is greater than 75, so print, you are allowed to write exam. Okay, something else semicolon. Guys, this is not semicolon, sorry, this is pure, what is that, two dots, what is that, colon or something, I mean complete apostrophe or full stop. What do you call this? I'm not sure. This is used so many times. Colon, okay, it's called colon, yeah, I'll use it, colon. Okay, that's called colon. Use it, colon. Okay, for if else you use colon, for while you use colon, for everything, for every functions you use colon. Okay, so print sit at home, sit at home. Guys, I'm assuming that you guys are doing with me. Okay, please do it, don't just watch the videos. So answer, yeah, obviously I'll get sit at home because my attendance is less than 65. Assume if I am not one that if I was someone who reads a lot, like like who Nihar, I'm not see that guy getting absent even a single day. So if I'm Nihar and if I put my attendance is 99%, what will I get? I will, obviously it is gonna put, right, it's gonna write exam. You are allowed because my attendance is more than 75. That's the condition. So this is how this sum is. Simple it is. Okay, so not a which, not to break your heads or something. So guys, Python is done for here. Python is done, and I'm directly gonna go to SQL. I'm not gonna teach pandas or R now because many people are like, I want SQL because it has more weightage also, and SQL and SAS. At least Python you can do anything something by yourself, but SQL and SAS is so confusing, and I'm gonna teach you that. So I'll directly go there. If I after recording that, if I get some time, I will come back to this and teach pandas and but I'll just show you how if you are like, until I record that SQL, no, you can actually read this. Like, wait, I'll just create another file. I'll just save this. Yeah, I already created a file like pandas. How am I gonna study? Look, the basic thing is, go to your the search document, guys. This basic search document, programming for analytics. Documents. I have it in documents. So where are you put it. Open this pandas here. What the hell? I'll just open like this and open my Jupyter notebook here. So pandas here. I'm assuming this video is getting recorded. Guys, I just missed this thing here. I don't know. Fine, I'm just, it's happening from so many time, from long time. I don't know, it's going, it's getting, it's disappearing from that. I'm okay. But how are you going to study? So it's simple. Just read it. I mean, just read it. Basically, just read it. Series and data frame. Then just copy what is given here. Control C and see what it does. Control C. So what does import pandas as PD do? It imports pandas. So next one is create data frame. So what? Just copy this and paste it. Another thing, you can't just write df like that. You have to write print. I mean, you can do that, but still don't do that. Print df. Now if I run this, see, it just creates a data frame. How do you, and but I will tell you that instead of copy pasting, you better type it so that it's more, you get that muscle memory. It's important that you type it. So like that, you just come, you read. See, this PDF is perfect. Okay, to be honest, I'll be honest. I'm a programmer. If this is there, that's more than enough. If something like this is there, it's like more than enough. I just have to come here, see what it does. Df.shape. If I type and see what does df.shape do. Sorry, Control Z. I know what df.shape will do. It gives me the shape of the metric, I mean shape of the data frame. So it is 4 rows and 4 columns. If you see here, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. If I run this, see 4 into 4. Something like that, guys. So you understood the basic thing. How are you going to study pandas? So I'm not going to teach this because if I start teaching pandas, it'll take some 1.5 hours and I don't want to put that 1.5 hours. I want to teach SQL first because that panic people get. I don't want to do. I don't want that. So I'll just finish SQL first so that many people can learn. Fine. So that's done for now. I'm gonna end this meeting. Okay, another meeting. Okay, wait. Okay, guys, one more thing. I want to talk about errors. Errors I want to talk about. What are errors? Look, you get many errors sometimes. By mistake, instead of this, wait a second. Oh, come on. Assume this thing is running still. Always keep screen recorder widget running in the background. I'll just on it for 1 second now. I'll close this. Where is it? I don't know. What does this do? Hey, lol, where the hell did it go? Well, I think it is still recording. I'm not sure. So I'll just see what's happening. It's happening from a long time. I don't know why. Whenever I open this Microsoft Edge, right, it goes off. So it's kind of problem. So I was talking about errors, right? Now, there are many types of errors you may get. By mistake, if instead of dot, if you have put comma also, no, you get an error. What error is it? You get name error. So what is the point? Name shape is not defined. Yeah, look, don't always go with this. Sometimes you would have done some syntax error. Not every time this is gonna give you right answers. Okay, so df dot, always be sure with the syntax. Okay, look, whenever you get any error, always first see if you have missed any small things like comma or full stop. Even if I miss a comma here, it's gonna give me a very big error, like run rate. Look, the point, invalid syntax. Why invalid syntax? Because it's not invalid syntax, but I just missed a comma. That's all. And that is going to frustrate you a lot if you do this in exam. So be careful. That's why I'm telling you, you better write it. You better write. Don't just copy paste. Write it. That I will understand what the hell is happening. So now if I run this thing, it'll still work. 4.4. So that's kind of errors you get. Look, most of the errors though you can solve it out directly. It will show in which line of all these things. Instead of wins, what if I put like wins like this? Will it still work? Let's see. If I run this, see name error. So what is the name? When is not defined. You haven't defined, you can't use it like this. So you have to put always in a quote, something like that. Now if I run this, it will work. Then what all errors you can get? If you miss a bracket, you'll get an error. If you run anything, look, see, uh, basically what no, if you do these things, it'll show you where it is in line 10. So error is somewhere in line 10. So I mean it's not exactly in line 10, but most of the errors you'll sort it out if you just see the syntax errors you have done. Okay, and there are a lot of errors you might get. Indent, suppose indent